Something unbelievable happens when zookeepers lock this house cat in with a lynx. In the animal kingdom, nothing is stronger than the power of motherly love. Young animals learn so many critical skills from their mothers. They also receive the nourishment they need for development. When a baby animal has no mother, it's practically a death sentence. In order for a baby animal to survive without its mother, it very often requires human intervention. But even that might sometimes not be enough. One lynx cub in a Russian zoo was rejected by her mother not long after birth. The caretakers thought she was doomed, but then one of them had a crazy idea. When Russian zookeepers realized that newly born lynx cub Nika had been abandoned by her mother, they knew that they'd have to think outside the box if they wanted her to survive. So they did something pretty unexpected. They introduced Nika to a mother house cat and her babies. This might seem like an unusual pairing, but the truth is that the zookeepers hoped that the baby big cat and the mama small cat would be able to bond in spite of being technically two different species. The mama cat was nervous at first, but within minutes she was grooming and caring for Nika as if she were one of her own. This is a natural-born mother cat, and she knows an abandoned baby when she sees one. Zookeepers noticed an immediate improvement in Nika. The young kitten became more confident and much more playful with a mother's love in her life. Whereas before meeting her foster mom, Nika had been quite quiet and solitary, now she was really coming to life. Nika was going to make it. The zookeepers were thrilled to see their unconventional plan had actually been successful. Being abandoned by her own mother didn't have to be a death sentence for little Nika, it seemed. Nika's adoptive mom is always there looking out for her and keeping her in line. Look at this classic mom move. It's like the mother cat saying, "Come here so I can get a good look at you. Oh my goodness, you're a mess." Nika doesn't have to worry about survival now. She can just be a kid. She can enjoy her days hanging out with her foster mom and all of her foster siblings. All this love in her life really put a spring in her step, and it's touching to see. Nika's favorite time of day? Playtime. She loves getting to cuddle with her adoptive mother and spends lots of time roughhousing with her too. These two might be different animals, but they're united in their love for each other. What are you guys looking at? These two both don't seem that happy to be interrupted during their play session. Look at their sweet expressions. You can just tell how much these two different cats adore each other. As Nika grows, she'll become even bigger than she is now. But she won't be the first kid who ever outgrew their parents, and she certainly won't be the last. The touching bond these two share is sure to last, despite their different sizes. Nika isn't the only animal in the world who's been adopted by a feline. Cats are very loving creatures. If you doubt that, just look at how willing they are to open up their homes and their families to animals in need. This mother cat had no problem rearing these orphan ducklings. If you believe in cliches, then you already know that cats and dogs aren't supposed to get along. This mother cat, who graciously raised this orphan puppy as one of her own, clearly never got the memo, and thank goodness for that. Here's another mama cat who is happy to raise up an orphaned animal as one of her own. Look at how content she is just to snuggle with her adopted lion cub. This baby was certainly lucky to have such a sweet kitty in his life. This mother cat didn't just take one orphaned animal, she took on an entire litter. When these orphaned hedgehogs seemed like they were on the brink of death, this cat stepped up to give them the love and care they so desperately needed. Squirrels tend to be terrified of cats, running in a panic from these predators. However, this squirrel is part of this mother cat's family. When the squirrel fell from his nest and his mother never retrieved him, she was happy to step in and save his life in the process. It sure was sweet of these mama house cats to put aside their worries and take in those sweet babies. It's amazing how many cats are willing to adopt orphan animals. Love wins again. Share this wonderful story with your friends and family.